Hey everybody, happy Friday the 13th, June of 2025. This is the daily message for today for the collective. As always with these, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. If you like a personalized read, feel free to comment and we'll figure something out. If you feel called, like, comment, share, hit the subscribe button, get the word out there. If you feel like donating, I have Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, or MetaPay as of this moment. If you feel like I'm missing something or you feel like you want to pay me and you have a different method, we can work something out. Just tell me what you have and I'll see what I can do. So what I have for today's energy is attachments due to narcissistic tendencies, avoiding accountability, distrust due to erosion of transparency. Being honest without being transparent can be erosion of trust at points. So just being aware of that. It's going to be a lot of like nature walks, nature trails, nature centers, jobs that allow you to be out in nature, like outdoors, like outdoorsmen, outdoors activists, advocators, deep canvassing, environmentalist, geologist, geographer, excuse me. A calligrapher when you're doing calligraphing maps, physical sculpting, physical arts, molding, both the art and the oppression is the best I'm going to put up with that. I'm at a loss for words at this point. So there's going to be a lot of loss for words because of fear of saying the wrong thing or wanting to save face or wanting to maintain a specific image. Bridging gaps of comprehension, processing, informations, steering clear of social media for a little bit to calm down when you are overstimulated instead of going to the social media when you are overstimulated. Opposing therapy, oppositional therapy, DBT classes, EMDR classes, counsel, meditations, mediations, interventions, candy, both the physical candy and the drug, as well as referencing pedophilia, grooming children, indoctrination, early childhood education, physical education in early childhood. So thinking back of gym class back when you were going to school from preschool, kindy, first grade, and second grade. And right before you go to preschool, the time before that as well would count as early childhood. But it usually between the ages of like 3 and 9. So if you have a child between those, or if you have time, you can work with your inner child that may be around that age to help you further integrate your shadows or do some shadow work to coexist or problem solve or conflict resolution. Make sure you're not overstepping any boundaries. Make sure that you're keeping private things private. Make sure that you're not openly public about certain areas that others have crossed with you. Just because one person does it first doesn't make it right. So just being aware of the way you manifest your word choice from your thought process to your mouth. If you think one thing and then you say something, if you don't reframe it in your head first before you say it, you're conflicting yourself and you're throwing off an imbalance in your head because you're thinking one thing and saying another, and it needs to be consistent. So reframing from the mind, reframing from the inside out, breaking free from the inside like a glass ball or like a Trojan horse. Trojan horses stick out too, so that could be anywhere from sexual pleasure to false gifts to sabotage to inner mutiny to something even as simple as I'm going to blame this person to get out of it, or I'm going to be putting up a strong front or mask this way, and then in all honesty I'm like this. It's like the siege of Troy. Like, the less you know, the better you feel. Ignorance is bliss at this point. Sorry, there's a mosquito biting me. So there's going to be a lot of bloodsuckers out there, a lot of siphoning, a lot of left-handed path work going on, especially in like Freemasonry and esoterics and demonic beliefs. For light workers and light path works and light council and mystery schools, there's going to be a lot of testing going on this summer. And today, especially with like naturization and naturalization and listening to nature itself. Mother Nature, Mother Gaia, Demeter, Hera, Tefiti herself even pops up. Indigenous peoples, ancestors, druidic magic are all affecting and impacting the area within yourself and even outside forces that you may not even be fully aware of. That may be causing a stitch in time, or may be due to a loss of time, or you may be gaining time back from a gap or a time warp, especially those that are traveling. I keep hearing, think Doctor Who, but the Father's Day episode. It was very specific, the Father's Day episode of Doctor Who, or the Mother's Day episode, one of the two. I could be misinterpreting it, but there's a holiday around this time that will help you with your time travel, understand it a little bit better. Fabrications and twisting the narrative on time travel and what you do, how it shapes time, ripping time up in fabrications and creating, unstitching certain areas in your life can help. Like going back and thinking about things from a new perspective, looking back on it from a new lens, or reading a book that you used to read in early childhood or in primary school or in high school, that now that you're an adult, to help you take off and learn new perspectives and gain a higher ground and ascend to a higher state of calling. Not feel so lost, not feel so unrefined. Gaining a sense of direction. There's a lot of waywards and navigators, especially like guides, anthropomorphic beings, spirits, otherworldlies that are coming through the multiverse and the metaverse as well. Breaking Free by Queen, or Break Free by Queen. Any song by Queen basically will help you today if you can analyze it beyond surface level. Breaking curses, breaking hexes, breaking free of generational ties, breaking the cycle of abuse or addiction, or finally going to rehab will be beneficial, especially from like spiritual abuse, or if you feel like your soul has a type of cancer, or you're being told that you are a cancer that could be affecting your soul. Cancerous beings that feed off your low level energy and take all of your essence, in other words, can be affecting you as well. Think like Gargamel with the Smurfs. You don't always know where he's at, but you know he's going to show up. But that's the paranoia from the addictions you're going through in your mindset, because you might just be thinking about something a lot due to CPTSD or PTSD or TID or some sort of mental health factor. Education about it and awareness about it and acknowledgement and acceptance are key here. But that's what's going to be the day's energy for the 13th of June, 2025, Friday. So I was with these, take a resonance if it doesn't. Thanks for joining.